initially became a problem when it started getting into the children. I
Yeah.
said this yesterday. I said this yesterday.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
say it
sir.
again today. I grew up in New York City. Gay and trans people all over the place. I nor any of the people that I grew up with and hung out with had any propensity to see a gay or trans person and be like, you know what? This is the moment I'm going to go harm this person. It never happened. We let
Nope.
them live. HB said something a while ago. HB said cities like Chicago and New York and LA and all of that, we've already accepted trans people and gay
Long
people
time
a
ago.
long time ago. Long time ago. It only became a problem when they decided, or whoever, right? I don't want to say them because I know there are many trans and gays that want nothing to do with anyone's kids. So I'm not going to put them all in the box. But whichever bunch, just whoever bunch decided we're going to start messing with the kids, that's when it became a problem. And
Got
so as it starts, okay, but real quick, let me say this: it starts to look like hatred, and we want to attack all trans people, right? Because then you start to bring it to a level of distrust
Gotcha.
for all gay and trans people.
Gotcha.
May I quickly about that?
Well, go ahead, Melanie.
So what you're actually talking about is a function of visibility for these communities. Trans people and gay people have always experienced violence, but since people weren't keeping records, and especially since their status wasn't recorded, if say that they went to the hospital for being nearly beaten to death, these things weren't often studied very much. And it wasn't until the 80s that they were more closely studied. I will point out that people being afraid of gay people has existed for over 100 years. In the chat to the right, the term homosexual panic was coined in 1920. So when you say that this hasn't even been like something that exists for over 10 years, I don't think you could be more categorically wrong.
Gotcha.
Well, hold on. Let me respond.
We're moving on.
Earlier,
we're moving on.
no. Earlier,
yes,
you said
American
prejudice.
Man. We're moving on, American Man. Jamie?
Nope.
Stanley,
now
could you
you're
give me
acting
a
like the
brief?
moderators in the Trump debate, Stanley.
Go ahead.
Stanley,
Melanie.
could you short form reiterate your question real
Funny
quick?
American Man.
No, I'm wondering why we get up in an uproar for such a small number of people that are affected by gender dysphoria and stuff. American Man says it was fine until we got children involved.
He's correct. He is absolutely correct.
Yeah, he is.
So the early days of Stonewall, late 1960s, early 1970s, when the revolution actually happened, when we just wanted to be left alone and allowed to live like normal people, have the same rights and have the same legal standards like civil unions, not to be construed with marriages. Marriage is a religious ideology and a religious term. It's always been a religious term. It should not be crossed at all, because if we don't want straight people to interject their ideology on us, then we shouldn't cross the shit that they've already established. Similar to women's basketball, women's swimming, men's wrestling, men's MMA. These barriers have already been set. What's that?
And please continue afterwards. Do you include gay marriage in that?
There is no such thing as gay marriage. There's civil union.
Gotcha.
Marriage
Okay.
is a religious term, and it is for a male and a female. Gotcha. And I do not want to ever fucking say that gays have the right to be married. Gotcha. That's not okay.
Well, you're consistent. I appreciate that. So please continue.
May I just
you can ask a question. What's up?
So let's say a gay guy wants to go with his girlfriends, platonic girlfriends, of course, to the bar.
I don't know what that means, platonic girlfriend.
You know how gay guys and girls often get along, become friends?
It means that they're not in a romantic or sexual relationship.
Friend. Okay, so don't say, like, girlfriend threw me off when you said platonic. Okay, well, so friend who happens to be female with a homosexual male. Got it. Go ahead.
And he wants to go with the bar to them just to support them. He knows he's not going to hook up or anything. He's actually he's
I'm tracking it.
you would agree that it should be their right to be able to go into a straight bar, so long as they don't cause any issues, right?
There's no rule against it. Go ahead.
But you would also agree that it'd be bad if there was a rule against it.
Yes, absolutely. If it's a open to the public place and not a club with memberships, such as like a Moose Lodge or something along that parameter, then yes, they should be able to enter with, just they're individuals, they're human beings, and they have the same rights, and that's what we fought for at Stonewall. Thank you.
I just if you want to continue, like Stanley, I just wanted to clarify that.
No, that's good. That's good. No, that's the whole premise, though. What we fought for, what the homosexuals, lesbians, gays, bis, what we fought for was the right to live, the right to have the same freedoms that everybody else does. When it comes to the fact, like, you want to try and talk to people in straight bars, sometimes what I've noticed is a lot of homosexuals make straight males uncomfortable. They're not receptive to the word no. They assign it and assimilate it with a male and female version no, with pursuement, that you pursue them when they say no, or they turn you down. And sometimes pursuement will further that that hope that something will transpire. When
We
it
got a little
comes
taste of that earlier.
right, and when it comes to homosexuality or transgenderism, no is no, and that is a clear thing. And the reason why we find it to be so unique and so wrong, for you to have, an offset standard, is because this is something that has a lot of data and a lot of history behind it. So when you enter into a new equation, you have standards that aren't equal. And I'll admit that they're not equal, but you have to respect that, because making the choices that I've made has to put me in a different set of standards. And as much as I don't like to say that that's a thing, scientifically, that is a fucking thing.
That was scientific babble. I just want to point out, by the way,
that was personal opinion. I didn't say that it was scientific, but okay, if you want to keep on disrespecting me,
you finish
I'll
your
call you a weirdo every goddamn time you talk to me. Okay,
Before
I
you get into it, Dennison had a response also.
I didn't actually get to fully respond to what you said.
To who, me?
Yeah, I was just rebutting hated before.
Oh my God, go cry a fucking river. Grow a pair of balls.
I was trying to help things move along, and I wanted Jamie to go before me because I was trying to be polite. And I'm sorry that I didn't communicate that.
I said women first, but you didn't fucking latch onto it. Kind of a psychological.
I'm not a real woman, so.
Okay,
I was
I'm just kidding, cats, and I'm kidding.
What's your response?
No, you're not a real woman.
Just really quickly, not only is it a small problem, like any of these like pathologies that they try to associate to trans people, like, oh, they're trying to prey on straight men or any of these things, even if that's true, that's a fraction of the 1% of people that make up the trans.
And we have one here with us
well,
today.
there's a problem. There's a problem with that. Even if it's true, that's if what is happening is wrong, even if it's a small number, it is a problem. So
you could say the same thing about any other group.
Well, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, so we need to handle those people the same way.
That's been going on the entire time, right?
For example,
I'm not going to give you a pass on that.
I'm not. No one's asking for a pass.
When I say you, I mean the plural you.
Yeah, I know.
It's a pass.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, if anything, it makes sense because they often make up the same fraction of demographics as any other group. Like if a trans person is a rapist, then yeah, let's prosecute them as a rapist. I don't have a problem with that.
We should get in contact with all of your exes.
This is further. Oh my God!
But if a trans woman lies about their sexuality to a man and uses it to get him into bed and actually has sex with him, that's not sexual assault or
I hope
rape.
you realize how fucked
And if he has a problem with it, in fact, he's just a snowflake and needs to man up.
Hold on one sec, Melanie. Go ahead and let's finish your response.
So just in general, like. Trans people aren't perfect. I can't speak for every trans person, of course. I try to speak for the majority that we're just
speak for you. You don't speak for any trans.
Don't speak for the majority. That'll be problematic.
Psychobabble bullshit that you just spout.
You're speaking for a lot of trans people.
No, keep it
I'm
anecdotal.
speaking for me.
Keep it
For me,
anecdotal.
I have said that everything that I have said is my opinion. Other than the facts that I stated with statistical factual data, I've spoken in my own opinion, and I've made that abundantly clear. If your mental disassociation for your own personal ideology interjects with that, that's not my problem. Separate yourself and grow up. Become a big boy or a big girl.
Melanie, let's go ahead and finish your response.
So, if you want to make a problem about some bad thing that a single trans person did, it probably won't speak to the majority. And my final point is that with the kids thing, guess what? We know from experience that it is very difficult to get kids or adults even to want to change their genders or want to change their sexuality. These are things that are almost, and not literally, but almost hard-coded in us. And we know this conversion therapy has terrible results.
Well,
I have a quick question.
Hold on. What does conversion therapy have to do with this?
Well, if conversion...
Thank you, Stanley.
Well, I know what conversion therapy is, but is that a trans, like something?
It's not a therapy.
People too. Yes, it applies to trans people too, just as much as
therapy.
Just as much as gay people. It's not a real therapy. That is.
It's the pseudoscience.
But if it was possible, to switch people back away from gay or back away from trans, they would have found it through conversion therapy methods.
I have a question, real quick, before
that is.
I don't know why we got
that's an assertion without any basis.
Yeah,
my question
I don't know why we got there.
These experiments were.
Why do you feel the need to make decisions or feel that you are?
Well, now we're changing the subject. If I could get in here quick, and then you can change the subject. Yeah. So part of the reason why we're hearing about this is a political agenda. This gives conservatives cover. It's a political football that can be used to hit the voter over the head. They want parents to be scared. They want them to think that their children are being transed to a much greater extent than it's actually happening. And to the contrary, to give a nuanced picture
but
of what's happening
you
here.
Admit that it is happening, right?
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Hear me out.
Okay,
You abso-fucking-lutely can convince a kid to think that they want to be trans. Human beings are extremely social people, and anybody who says that human beings are hard-coded to do anything doesn't know anything about science, sociology, genetics, environment, behavioral health, or sexual development. It's an absurd claim, and it proves that whatever you're going to just find whatever information buttresses your biases and go with that rather than actually thinking about the problem.
If it is that malleable, why is it so bad to change it?
It's not bad to change it. You want to slice it up. Play it open. Chemically castrate it.
All that stuff is technically changed. So actually, that's a good question.
I have a
I'm against mutilation.
And this will
not
change. This will square up where the disconnect is. I feel.
Okay, so all change is good except for mutilation.
I didn't say change was good or bad. I just said I'm anti-mutilation.
No, that's me. I'm not. I don't mean to put words in your mouth. It's the way I phrased the question. Basically, change is not that big a problem. My words. Mutilation is a change. So all change is except for mutilation. Is that your position?
When it comes to a permanent decision based on a temporary problem, I think that change in a lot of the context that we're talking about is very bad and should be taken with the utmost amount.
Do you agree with that?
This is not health, what they're proposing. It's the opposite of health.
Gotcha.
Health would be to teach somebody how to love themselves, love their body, and not to feel like they have to be, their identity revolves around their genitals. The idea that you need to cut your genitals off in order to be who you really are is the antithesis of that. Don't let anybody gaslight you and tell you otherwise. These are the people who are obsessed with fucking sex organs, not the rest of us.
Gotcha.
I have a quick question. Hold on. No. I have a quick question. God damn it. I'm going to forget it if I don't ask it. Why do you feel the need that you can make decisions for kids when you will never have any? And why do trans people as a whole feel that they can make the decision for kids when they themselves will never have any other than an adoption?
Jamie, after he answers, I have a question for you on that same topic.
So wait,
Hold on. I want to get something in here before we go too far. Hold on. I want to get something in here before we go too far. Labeling mutilation as change is a far stretch.
Oh, wait.
Mutilation
It's a
can be
stretch.
changed if you personally don't agree with the
But we're
definition.
stretching the meaning.
I don't agree with you. I'm the one who made the comment, and
I know, and I'm talking
we
to
will
you,
disagree
Stanley.
on that. Let's move on.
That's a stretch.
meeting, by the way.
It's a stretch in your mind. I understand and accept that.
No, that's a stretch.
Yeah,
That's a stretch
It's
to
a
anyone
stretch in your mind.
with
I do not
with
agree with the
sense.
point. I do not agree with you.
I don't think it's a stretch in the sense that it's not just mutilation. It might be mutilation in between, but we're actually bringing it
No,
back.
it's mutilation.
Let me finish, please. We're bringing it back to an anatomical structure with some function, not complete function like a real vagina, but
Psychobabble bullshit.
function.
There's no science behind what you just said.
No, and mutilation only brings things away from structure and function.
Yes,
No,
the
it's
structure and
just-
function is declined when you go through gender affirming bottom surgery. What you just said was psychobabble bullshit, personal provocated fucking propaganda.
Decline, but
Fuck
there's a
outta here.
psychological
Mutilation,
benefit.
the mutilation
hold on.
only happens to fit the gender dysphoria. It doesn't have any fucking function whatsoever other than
So you
to
get to use the vagina after.
be on the outside what you feel on the inside. That's
No, you
it.
get to use the
Dial
vagina.
it.
Still mutilation.
You can use the vagina for sex after.
No, you use it for
I
personal
couldn't hear you
fucking.
when I was still, making noises with my own mouth. So can you repeat it?
It has other functions like using it for sex and not having a bulge and stuff.
Can you use it for sex? Because there is
Are
a
you
lot
fucking
yeah.
kidding
of
me?
people that have to dilate every day.
No, but sex
For the
dilates.
rest of your life.
If you
the
have
rest
sex,
of
you
their
actually need
fucking
to dilate
life.
more. If you're
Look
having
at the
sex every day,
STD rate of having
I
sex
don't
with
have to
trans
dilate
women.
my
Look at
vagina
the
to-
STD rate of having sex
did
with
you know
trans
that there are
women.
some women who do have to dilate their vagina?
Sorry?
Dude,
There are some
Are
cisgender
you
women who have to
fucking
dilate their
Stop
vagina.
saying
stop
this.
using
Hold on.
cisgender.
Stop
my
saying
goodness.
this.
This motherfucker.
It's the only
He's
thing
literally
No,
this
no,
dude
hold
is
on,
just
hold on.
Hey,
trolling.
hold on. Hey,
Hold on.
transgender.
Let me.
It's the
Can
only
I?
thing
not
Can I
Dutch.
just? Can I just
Transgender.
say
you got
one
the floor,
thing?
not Dutch. No one else.
Can
No one
I say
else.
one thing? Just one thing. The fact that you are pushing your own agenda on the people that are born male or female and assigning them a whole new gender by
Not.
telling them
They
they are.
pick it
Hold on,
themselves.
I'm not finished.
Why are you lying though? Why do
I'm
you have
not
to lie?
lying
think
because
we
you
have
are
Everything
telling
that
me
you
that
said
I'm
a lie. We ain't
cisgender.
interrupted you every fucking 5 seconds, so give her fucking due. You're mansplaining her right now. Please stop that, sir.
No, she's just lying. It's
No,
not
no,
mansplaining,
I'm
it's
not
just she's
lying.
lying.
You called us cis. You called us cis. I'm not cis.
Yeah,
okay?
you're cisgender.
I'm
That's the opposite of transgender.
I
It's
am
very basic.
biologically
Hold on,
and
Melanie. Let her
scientifically a female. I have a
She's just a
vagina. I have
snowflake.
a uterus.
He's another
I
right-wing
have
snowflake.
ovaries.
Melanie,
I have
please,
actual
please
fucking
let her
breasts,
finish. She
and
hasn't
I am
finished.
actually a female. I am not cisgender. So stop
Yes,
pushing
you
the
are.
fucking agenda
that is
and
not
the
a story.
narrative on other people. You can
What is
talk
the
over
opposite
me
of
all you
trans?
Well,
want.
wait. So,
You
That's
do not like
etymologically
the
the
fact
opposite
that
of trans.
people are
so
actually
the
telling you
problem.
stop
Well,
So
I'm
it's okay
curious
for you.
now.
It's okay.
Making
What
it bigger.
if
for
not?
everybody to be
Okay,
respectful,
if
but you
cis
need to be
if cis is an
respectful.
agenda, and I'm not sure I disagree with that. Basically, you identify as female, not
Yeah,
cis
I'm just
female.
a female. I'm not
Yeah.
cis.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm a
Say it,
female.
say it, Stanley. Say
You
it,
gotta got time for that crap.
say
Yeah.
it, Stanley. Finish it.
Okay,
Well,
let's
no,
keep going.
she's a
Woman.
female. She is a female.
Yeah,
Period.
Right, and it's not wrong for this it's not right for
Well,
this motherfucker
wait,
down here
I'm
to
in the
affirm
middle now, but no,
shit.
I get your point. I get both your points. The cis, the use of the term is an agenda. Is that your point?
Is it offensive
It's
to say
pushing-
cis fats
Okay.
over
It is
trans fats?
offensive.
Can I
It
finish
is
because he
offensive.
asked me a question? So
No,
I wasn't-
go ahead.
calm down for a minute. Stanley was asking me a question. The only reason that I have an issue with it is that they are basically pushing their agenda and their narrative on the people that do not want to have anything to do with it. If you want to transition into male, female, horse, pig, whatever the fuck you want, do whatever. It's your life. I don't care.
I wish you
But
believed in
don't
free
tell me
speech.
I'm still
Hold
not
on, Melanie.
finished.
She believed in free speech. That's all.
Don't talk over me.
Free
It's
psychobabble bullshit.
very annoying.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. She didn't say no free speech. She mentioned agenda.
Well, no,
She
she's
didn't
saying I
say,
can't. I
she
don't
didn't
have.
say you couldn't
No,
say
no, no,
it.
no. Don't
Just
move
don't
the
say it to
goalposts.
her.
I did not say anything that you're not allowed to
kind of
say it, but
anti-free
don't
speech.
fucking push narrative on other people. I'm female. I'm
I
not.
just don't want to be censored. Okay.
I'm female.
And we don't want to call you a her, okay? That's okay, right?
Only if I can censor you.
Oh dear.
No,
Well,
motherfucker.
can
You
I-
see the mental instability, how the parallels in your mind,
Yeah.
the walls and parameters that you've
Okay,
devised.
all of
That's
it-
a real double standard. Welcome.
Let me-
I'll stop. I'll
Let me
stop
ask-
now.
Let me ask Fox a question.
Fucking dude.
Are you okay, Fox? Are you a transgender woman or just a transgender?
Transgender woman.
No, you're not.
Okay,
You're
so no. Everyone stop. So you're a transgender woman, but she's a cisgender.
Yeah, cis is like as a prefix is the
Oh,
opposite.
whoa.
You get to
Yes or
affirm her.
no?
Don't cut me
But
off. I'm
she's a
still answering.
cisgender. But she's a cisgender, correct?
What's
I
your,
answer?
what's your point, American man?
Oh my God, Stanley, come on.
No,
Stop the
don't
fucking
come
shit.
on me. I asked a question.
My point
The
is,
point
is it's clearly this is ironic, right?
Okay,
How a
don't
man,
get
Hypocrisy.
how a
sidetracked.
man.
Don't get
I'm not getting
sidetracked.
sidetracked, Stanley. Let me finish.
Ironic how much of a man
It's
baby you are.
ironic how a man can
Ironic how
come
much
up
of a
here
baby you are.
and decide I'm a trans woman, and then tell a woman you're just a cisgender.
That's
Okay,
how words
we
work.
get it.
That's ironic.
Okay,
How
yeah,
they
it's
get to use the
ironic.
label
Now can
woman,
we?
but
I
tell a
think we get
woman
your
they
point,
cannot do it.
American man.
I'm
We get your
And you, that
point.
makes you dumber
Get
than
the
me.
fuck out of here,
I'm
man.
smarter than you. That makes you
Fucking
dumber than me.
mutilated nightmare whore.
I'm smarter than you. That makes you dumber than me.
Come on, Melanie.
That's just how words
Go-
work.
go-
It's illocutionary.
Go ahead. Not done.
Okay, so the problem is it started. Hold on. It started with cis. It started with calling female and biologically female and male men, cisgender and cis female, cis whatever the fuck. But then they started to say that females that just gave birth to a baby could not say breast milk anymore. They had to refer to it as chest milk because
Okay,
it was
so
insensitive.
I think I get your
Stanley,
point.
no, I'm not.
Basically, you're saying they have an agenda. Don't need to spell out the agenda.
Right.
I think
No,
we all get
they
it.
continue to further push their agenda. on
Understood.
people, and it's just it's getting to a point that
By the
it's
way,
just
I'm fine if she says
Understood.
breast milk. She can say breast milk. She doesn't have to call herself a cisgender woman. I don't know what I'm pushing on her.
Okay, well, that's getting too personal. Let's keep it kind of general.
I'm
Hey,
saying, like, I
Jamie,
can't force her
I
to
had
say
a
anything,
question
though.
for
Stanley,
you.
Stanley, please. I can't force her to say anything, though, right? We can agree to that.
Whatever, dude.
you cannot.
I actually have a going back to the children point. And this is another question I've had all along. I'm glad y'all are here to explain some things. If a parent, and when you say children, I'm assuming parents are allowing this. And I've been on a huge tirade about parenting and how it's such a big problem in America. I'm inclined to say if a parent decides their child can have, the treatments, it's a parent child. So
As
help me
much
out
as
with
I
that.
don't like it, I completely agree with you. As much as I don't like it, I agree with you. That is their child.
How about anybody else got pushback?
I agree with you as well, Stanley.
I disagree.
Do we care more about parents'
Wait,
rights?
hold
What's
on.
the
I heard
situation
it
again,
disagree.
Stanley?
Hold on, Latino
I
disagrees.
because there was a story of
Your
of
mic
a
is low.
situation.
Yeah.
All right, let me take it.
You got to turn up your mic, Latino.
What was the
Relax.
hypothetical,
Yeah, can you
Stanley?
hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just,
All
yeah, I
right,
can
so-
hear you. I'm
so
just
there was
saying, if
can I
a
speak? Can I-
parent,
there
a
was- can I- there was
responsible parent decides that, hey, my kid needs this, it's a parent-child thing. No one else should be interfering.
May I have a chance to
Alright,
respond to
so-
you after everyone else says?
Well,
Stanley?
let Latino,
Yeah, after everyone else. That's
Right, so
all.
then-
there was a story.
Latino, then
there was a
Melanie.
there was a story. I can't
Here,
remember.
let me try
where
and
if it
turn
was-
up your mic.
There was a story. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 All right, there was a story. I don't know, somewhere in Europe, right? I'm not. I don't know the specifics, right? This was like on TLC one time, and I watched this, and basically this woman had twins, right? And they basically opened her womb with a laser. It was like the first time they ever used a laser to do a C-section. And this laser basically mutilated one of the twins, and both of them are male. So they basically told this kid all through his life that it was a her.
Oh shit! Wow.
Right?
Okay, what
So,
does this have to
as
do
this
with
kid- as
parents
this
I can
kid
actually
grew-
respond to that when he's done. I know what he's talking about.
Listen, as this kid grew up and everything, he started noticing that he felt that he was more manly than he was a girl. So he found this stuff out, and I think he even went to the Oprah show and all this, and I think he committed suicide. So the whole point I'm saying is, you telling these kids that it's okay at the age of
No.
8,
I'm not
12,
assuming people
and
are
the parents
telling.
is
I'm
okay with
saying
this,
if
right?
a parent,
You're not
if
giving
a parent, that's a
that
different
kid
scenario than I'm describing.
Yeah, can I respond to that actually, and then
You're
I'll
not
also
giving that
respond
kid
to
a
you.
chance to actually think for himself at the age of 18. If my
Well,
kid
you
came to
mean
me at
think
the age
for
of
himself
18
as an
telling me this,
adult?
then
It's a
well,
totally
that's a
removed
different story.
context, though. I get what
Okay,
you're
well,
saying.
here-
but it's
here is
removed
my-
context.
My
Can the
point
trans
was
person
that-
actually contextualize this, please? So the context is that
Fuck
he's
you.
talking about telling
We don't
people
care
gender
about your
there.
opinion.
I asked,
care.
when I asked for an example of when we do that, he provided an example, and I think that's really nice of Latinos to do that. The reason that like you're right, you're all right, it's irrelevant, but the reason why it matters is because that's actually been the default of how we handle intersex cases for a long time.
What's this? Where's your fucking source?
Are you intersex?
I don't have a source off.
Are
No.
you intersex?
So it's
Okay,
personal experience, not a
The
we thing, not a
reason I'm
collective.
getting to this- the reason is that most trans people are actually against
No.
this
Intersex-
forced
Okay,
genderization.
hold on. We're
Let me
drifting
finish.
away.
Just let me
We are
finish.
drifting away from my point.
And I'm
which
going to.
was-
Yeah, I'm going to. I have 2 points, please.
Well,
The
make them
mental
quick.
connection is
I am.
projecting.
So
She can't
trans
hold
people
back.
are generally against this forced genderization
Hold on.
of birth because this does severely hurt intersex people. Now, getting into what Stanley asked, I think we have a question of, do we care more about parental rights or child outcomes? I think if we leave it up to parental rights, then we're going to have mixed child outcomes because there are going to be children who commit suicide because their
Okay,
parents are not.
well,
Oh
I'm
my
going to sound
God.
callous when I say this. Parents rule. Responsible parents rule.
So
The
long as we're
outcomes are the outcomes. The outcomes are the outcomes. Now, this is my personal feeling. If a responsible parent makes a decision, they are responsible for the outcome, not anyone else.
Correct. And
Okay,
that's
do you
the
think-
only
you
reason
think
why.
that-
Hold on.
I think that holding
I'm going to make
parents
a comment
responsible-
because you've been
Well,
talking.
hold on.
to-
Let Melanie respond because I kind of countered hard.
You think that holding parents responsible will actually protect kids, or does that not just punish them?
Well,
after
I'm going to come off as callous again. Sometimes life is life. If a
I think we
if
need
a
to protect kids.
responsible parent,
Worry about
you
their
know
outcomes.
what? How you raise your kids has effects, and that is how life works. So
Yep.
no, I'm not going to look at the ends in this case. A
Okay.
parent made a decision, right, wrong, indifferent. As long as that
Rather
parent is
idealistic. I don't think
responsible,
that's substantial
I'm
or
okay with it.
practical.
I'm simply okay
I
with
don't
it.
think it's substantial or logical, motherfucker. You're never going to have a kid, so you don't have to fucking worry about this.
Well,
Let me.
besides
If
that
If
point,
anything, I'm less biased because I'm not going to have a kid, and so I'm not all wrapped up in the emotions
You'll
of
never have a kid, and your emotions are that
I
in
actually
line
agree with
with
Melanie.
children.
well, I
right?
can't to an extent. I agree with him. I mean, I can tell you right now, a lot of stuff I thought before I was married and had a kid, they are probably, if not 180 degrees out, or certainly different. So perspective does matter sometimes.
Okay.
I'd like to
well,
make a comment.
well,
Hold
the
on.
other problem.
Fucking tranny goes wild again. Let me make a quick comment.
Oh my lord!
With what Stanley just said, we don't live in a perfect world. Okay, we're never going to have a perfect set of parameters set up for something like this. Stanley said, and I quote, right, wrong, or indifferent, the parent gets to make the choice because the parent has agency over the child. The child is to listen to the parent. Now, if the child affirms the care itself and the parent makes the decision to make it okay, that is okay because that is their child. That's just like saying that someone that fucking, disciplines their child shouldn't have a child. Whether the outcome is in alignment with the best perfection or the best optimal operating standards that could have happened, whether that throws the child out of alignment into a progressive lifestyle or a healthy lifestyle or not, the parent gets to make that decision. They created that child. They are responsible for that child until they are 18. That is just one of those situations where we will never have a perfect set of standards for that situation other than keeping it the main thing. The child is the child. The parent is the parent. They are responsible for that child.
I think they should let that child grow until 18
Maybe a quick question, please. Who's responsible
and make that decision.
while they're at school?
Say that again.
Who's responsible for the child while they're at school?
The parent.
The parent.
No,
Period.
the parent. They're not there. They're not.
Unless you're
Never
talking
not
about fucking teaching them something. No, the parent has agency over that child. This is why I say people like you make it hard for people like me because what you're
bad
doing
how
is
it's child at a
stop. Don't fucking interrupt me. Don't mansplain me. Hold on. Let me finish my thought. What you're doing right now is creating a fucking war between straight people and gays, and I highly fucking don't. I don't think that you understand what that you're creating since the '70s Stonewall movement was to let us live. Believe me, they can live past you fucking getting involved with children that you'll never fucking have.
You sound like a Nazi who wants to have a race war, but with gender.
Oh wow, make fun of me being fucking German. Wow, yeah, whatever, dude.
Appeal to the black people. All the blacks on the panel.
Let me explain
Start
one
crying
thing.
racism.
Hold on.
The
Let me
trans
explain one thing about how
1619.
responsibility works. Melanie, you asked who's responsible for kids.
Well, can I ask a
when
secondary
they're at
question just
school.
to make it more
You
clear?
asked
No, Melanie, shut up. Let Stanley talk.
the thing is,
Any point out a flaw, and I meant something more specific.
Melanie,
I
hold
just
on
meant
one
something
sec.
more specific. Could you respond to that instead?
Okay, I'm going to respond to the point about
Okay, I
who's
guess it's
responsible
easier.
for kids
Whatever.
at school. The parents are.
Easy
There's
button.
such a thing as delegating responsibility, but ultimately the parents are always responsible for the kids,
Correct.
even when they're not there.
If something happens to the child at the school, the teacher or the parent?
They don't make a
Okay,
call. A parent does.
The teachers who are watching over them. You're an
No,
idiot.
you
not-
ignorant fuck.
Hold on.
When my kid actually fell down on the playground, I was the
Who-
one who was
Who's
being
the school
called
going to call?
to make
when
sure
your
that
fault
he
the
was
child
being
fell
taken
down?
care of
They
to
said
make
it's
sure
your
that he
fault
didn't
the
have a
child fell.
concussion.
What the fuck? Don't you realize?
Trans troll.
Don't you wait? No, that doesn't make sense. How would it be your fault? That the child-
Trans troll.
How
Oh,
would it
hold
be-
on. Well, hold on. You're not understanding what responsibility actually means. Responsibility and fault aren't the same things necessarily.
Is a
Correct.
babysitter responsible for the child they're watching?
No, the parent is
Oh, I thought that was an
responsible.
exercise in responsibility that we leave for.
Do you understand
That's
how
clear.
delegated responsibility works?
I honestly, I'm pretty sure common sense just isn't working on you right now.
Okay,
you have kids?
I think living life isn't exactly
Acknowledge that
Um,
you're giving up responsibility.
informing your decisions.
That's like
Melanie,
some,
I
you have
happen
kids?
to know that delegating responsibility does not absolve you of responsibility.
then how is it your fault when the
Melanie, do
on the
you have
playground?
kids?
Fault is not the point.
That's what
Fault and
responsibility means.
responsibility are
No.
not synonymous.
Wow. Okay.
They're two different words.
Look it up, Melanie.
Whoever's at fault is the one who's responsible.
Oh
No.
my god.
That's not
Oh
how
my
it
God,
works.
logic is hard. I know logic is hard when you're working back.
That's not logic. That's
You know
just
what?
stupid shit
I
that
know.
you say.
hard when
You know
And it's
you're
hard
back.
because you're dumb and annoying.
You know what helps inform logic? Understanding what words mean.
It's funny how you say logic all the time when you're talking about your side of things, but when people use logic to analyze your side of things from the opposition, logic isn't science, so we can't fucking use it. Fuck you, dude.
I just want you to use science properly. You tend to use it very incorrectly. That
Are you using science
You
properly?
tend to use it
Properly
fucking-
is whatever way supports
We've done that.
Melanie's bullshit. I'd like to
Yeah,
respond
exactly.
to
Boom.
the parent thing real quick.
Thank you.
We don't allow parents to make abusive decisions for their
Thank you,
children.
Dennison.
and this is child abuse.
That's why we.
So,
Thank you, Dennis.
Keep it from their-
regardless of
why-
whether or not a parent, shut
Sorry,
the
Howard.
fuck up.
not tell parents.
Shut up.
when they're trans.
Shut up while I'm talking. Shut up. Shut up. There you go.
You'd have more to respond.
We don't
to.
let. Okay, then I get turned down. Now you're off. I can't hear you. So talk all you want. Here, I'm going to put my volume up so the audience can hear me.
Wow.
We don't let parents abuse their children or make abusive decisions. So this trans thing is no difference. It's child abuse. So no, a parent should not be allowed to let their child transition or give them gender affirming care.
Like it's child.
These are all euphemisms
Oh, wait,
and
hold it.
gaslighting
That's
So
like saying my
used
kid
to
wants to be
disguise
homeless.
and cover up for child abuse.
I think
That's what
It's
it
like my
is.
kid wants to be
You're
homeless,
Any,
so now I'm gonna go to the
Any
hospital
other
and cut his arm.
decade in history,
And
that's what
you're,
we call
and you're
child
abusing
abuse.
children by forcing them back into the closet.
Dennison,
Oh, shut the
are
fuck
you
up, Vic.
Dennison? Are you saying that society basically takes precedence over parenting in this case?
In reality,
Yes.
CPS
Excuse me,
exists.
Melanie, when did you come out of the
Protect-
closet?
well,
Quick question.
protect
Quick
all
question.
children.
Melanie, when did you come out of the closet,
Protect
Melanie?
Yes.
all children.
CPS only takes
Never.
effect or can act if the
They-
parent
they
is deemed
identify as
irresponsible.
They
If-
identify.
Exactly. So don't make comments that you're
Hold
not
on, everybody.
lifestyle
Not
aligned
only
to.
a gay closet, you stupid fuck. It's also a
Dennison,
trans
let me
closet. Go the
finish
fuck
my
up.
point to
Get with the
Dennison,
times.
please.
Different
You fucking
closets,
Luddite.
different
Get with
bathrooms
the
make
times,
sense too. Huh?
troglodyte. Get with the times, troglodyte.
Okay,
Yeah, whatever you say, dude.
Dennison, CPS is
Dude.
not like CPS can't countermand responsible parents. Generally.
Yeah, it's irresponsible to give your child.
Okay, well, that's your
Yes,
opinion,
it
and I
is.
appreciate
Dennis,
it.
Yeah,
I agree
absolutely.
with you 100%.
Yeah, and I think it's
It's
abusive. to
my
force
opinion because I'm a
parents to
sane person.
And
who
I think it's
recognizes
abusive.
this is
No,
mutilation.
Appreciate your
Dennis,
This
I
is-
agree with you.
This is a
100%,
death
Dennis.
sex cult. Transgenderism is a death
You're a
sex cult
traditionalist.
I
You're-
that results in mutilated and sterilized
Respect
children.
your opinion.
You're-
If you want to do
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
age
That's
of
what we're
18,
doing here. We're on the
fine
internet
by me.
expressing our opinions.
and you're an abusive traditionalist.
If you want to do it by the age of 18,
And you're still
fine by
abused.
me.
Yeah, you know nothing about me. I couldn't be farther from a traditionalist.
Well,
Here
we
you
know you
are.
disapprove of parents making those sorts of decisions.
Abusive. You haven't fucking had an abusive.
No,
thing
no,
in your-
parents should make all the decisions. That doesn't give them the right to abuse their children.
Your
And
children-
transgenderism is abuse.
Gotcha.
You haven't had an abused day in your life, Melanie. You're probably fucking pandered to and fucking catered to your entire life.
You have?
Well,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was sexually assaulted
there-
fucking
so we're
15
pretty
times
much
by my own family member. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure that I was raped 3 times. I'm pretty sure that I was abused by my father as well as other people in my household.
Maybe that's
So
why you're
don't
so
fucking come here and tell me I haven't been abused. You don't know shit about me,
You're
dude.
so damaged?
Huh?
Is that why you're so damaged? Like you're gay?
I'm
but
not
you're
damaged.
people?
You're telling the
Not
gay guy that
damaged.
he's
You're very
damaged while
damaged.
you're identifying as
I'm not
straight
damaged.
for
Look at all that love and
saying
tolerance.
that you're
Yeah.
a female
Oh.
transition.
Way to rainbow.
We tolerate you.
Way to fucking wave that
Yeah,
rainbow.
we're just supposed to
Wow.
tolerate you.
fucking
Wow.
fag. Fuck you,
But you
dude.
don't, so why would
Way
I?
out of line here. Way
Why
out
would,
of
why would I tolerate you when you don't tolerate me, you dumbass
I
baby?
tolerated you
tolerate
until you started with the ad hominems and you started
you're
to
great.
fucking
Dennis,
objectify.
I'm gonna
us
explain
for
to you the really simple difference because you're kind of fucking stupid, so you probably don't get it. I don't give a fuck if you tolerate me. I don't need you to tolerate me. I'm not asking anyone to legislate your tolerance of me. That's the difference between the two of us. You're going around telling everybody what they can and can't think, and everybody has to agree with you, otherwise they're a bigot who doesn't even belong in society. That's the difference between the two of us, you sick fuck.
It must be nice not to have your rights needed to be codified in law. 'cause they're just-
Stanley,
Go ahead, American man.
Stanley,
Stop
Hold
it
on,
with
Hold
the
on.
let American
out,
man
okay?
speak. He's. I know he's.
hold on. No,
Go ahead.
everyone's, first of all, this whole rights codified in law, you people want special rights. You don't want rights.
You're the exact same rights
That's
you
the
have.
thing.
You're the
You
exact
people want privileges.
You want
You people
privilege.
want privileges.
privilege?
Shut up. You
Name one.
have rights. You want privilege.
American
What?
man.
Anyway,
Never named any.
close your
Never
mouth.
named anything.
Close your
What?
mouth. Close your mouth. You dumb
You're
fucking
talking out of
weirdo.
your ass.
Close your
You're talking out
mouth.
of your ass.
It's all
Close your mouth. Close your
Name
mouth.
one.
Go ahead.
People want
Make your
privileges.
point there, American man.
Stanley.
No, go
This
ahead.
person said it.
He
Go
can't name
ahead.
any.
Okay, Stanley. This person earlier said that
Why can't you address this to me if it's about what I
this
said?
person said earlier that prejudice
The fucking
and
coward.
phobia is the same thing.
Shut up, dude.
Yep.
All
Wait,
right.
hold it. Prejudice.
Literally
when
one
you
for
said-
one.
When you Stanley, hold on, Stanley. When
No,
you
I'm
said
asking,
words
can
mean
you say
things,
that
right?
again?
He doesn't take questions. It's too hard
Did
for
you
him.
say, hey, did you say
Mental
prejudice and phobia?
instability.
This person said prejudice and phobia means the same thing, Stanley, right? You made a comment about words meaning things. There is no world in which this person is going to accept words meaning things outside of what they feel words should
Right.
mean.
Right. So you can have, prejudice can be because of a phobia, but they're not the same thing.
No, they're not
Well,
synonymous.
this person said prejudice and phobia means the same thing.
Homophobia.
Got that. Now, what's your point about that
Homophobia.
statement?
Is that when you made the comment about words mean things, that you're not going to get this person to
Well, no, that's
to
what I
see.
said is that understanding words can inform logical decisions. That's what I meant.
Right, but
Can I read the
right,
definition
but
of homophobia really
but
quick?
here's the
I
problem,
know my
right? Here,
definition. This is a dictionary.
Oh,
Oh my
God,
God!
here
Shut
we
up! He's still
go.
talking.
Dislike of or
Listen, you can't be whipping out your cock when it's convenient when you're fucking identifying as a female. Be swinging your dick around.
Yeah, be more ladylike,
This
Fox.
person,
You
this
whip
person
out-
is not whipping out.
had
This person's not whipping out any
or
cock.
prejudice
It
of
felt
gay
more
people. That's
emboldened since
homophobia.
Stanley came up here
Hey, American
because
man.
Stanley's giving them the floor.
American
Go
man,
ahead.
go ahead,
Go
Melanie.
ahead, Stanley.
Did you say? Go ahead. I heard both Melanie.
Go ahead, Melanie.
Okay.
You brought out a dictionary.
Oh yeah,
Just
Melanie,
really
you
quick.
can talk.
Dictionary definition: homophobia. Not even my definition.
Whoa, no. We were talking phobia and prejudice.
Yeah, and I'm showing
Hey,
you.
don't
dictionary
read the definition of
Ain't prejudice in it.
homophobia.
I'm just
when we-
showing you that the
Look
dictionary
up-
definition
look
is
up
prejudice in it. The dictionary
Look up
definition.
phobia, look up prejudice.
We know it's a fear, but
Oh,
the
no,
dictionary
fucking
definition
reaching into
of
different shit.
homophobia
Obfuscation.
Stanley,
We're
you
actually
gotta
talking
understand.
We're
about
talking phobia.
contains
Black
prejudice.
people
In
went
it.
through the same thing that transgenders went
I'm
through,
moving
man.
If you want it to
I'm
be.
moving on.
Black
So,
people went through the same thing that
Homophobia is the
transgenders
dislike
went
of
through,
or
man.
prejudice against gay
No,
people.
I'm
according
not
to
going to-
Oxford.
Look, I mentioned, I
path.
heard phobia, I heard prejudice, I did not hear homophobia.
The definition
I
of
don't even know where you're
homophobia.
going
The
with this.
definition of homophobia.
I don't
includes
care about
prejudice.
the definition of
Phobia.
homophobia.
Well, then you're
That's
not
not
very
what he's
good at
talking
actually
about.
understanding
He's
words.
not talking about homophobia, motherfucker. Can you get that through your head? We're
Yes,
not
we
talking
know.
about obfuscation where you want to go to fit your narrative.
Homophobia.
We're talking about prejudice.
You and me.
What don't you get?
Ain't nothing but mammals.
What about homophobia continuing to
Thank you, Stanley, for saying. Thank you, Stanley. You see, Stanley did what Stanley got it. Earlier, when I said let's stick to the words, everyone kept looking up the meaning of the words. This mutilated monster kept changing. No, certain words. Stick to the words.
Talking two words and then bringing in a third, that's probably not going to shed much light.
The dictionary definition of the word that brought up this conversation is the most relevant definition.
No,
We're not
we were
talking about the word that brought up this
and
conversation. We're
prejudice.
talking about the word that we're talking about,
Homophobia.
not the obfuscation that your fucking mental instability is priming you to speak about.
Live by the debate, die by the debate.
Boom.
The whole thing started because people were like, "Oh, if you
No,
look
We're not talking about where it started. We're talking about where it is, Mr.
Transphobia doesn't
Instability.
make sense because we're not always afraid of trans people because we beat them up sometimes."
We're not beating you up. You're lying. Stop lying. Stop poisoning people's minds, you
Someone else
fucking
is
weirdo.
Stupid
Get
fuck.
bullied.
I would definitely
You're
think
done.
about knocking you out for being an asshole, but it has no difference whether you have a cock underneath your pants or not.
Skinhead.
Have you guys
What
met?
did you just call me, you
guys
stupid? What the
debated
fuck did you
before?
just call me, you stupid fucking trans troll?
You're making violent threats. Yeah, you're very much a skinhead.
I said I
No.
would think about it. You stupid
I'm
fuck.
afraid of
It
humans.
was an objective comparison.
All the black
I
people be
understand the
triggered
difference
because
between
trans
threat
and
or
black
not.
is the
I
same thing.
easily see why you are misrepresenting statistical, factual, unfactual fucking based data from trans being fucking hit because it's not a thing. You're lying. Everything.
Yes, this is a really good example, though, Jamie. Look at this
You're a liar.
example.
Even though there were multiple
Fox-
publications
Fox,
saying
Fox,
trans
everybody
people
wants to
experience
punch you in the
violence.
face right now, Fox. It's not because you're trans, it's because you're a fucking asshole.
Why don't you stop talking
I don't
over
want
me?
to punch nobody, bro.
Even
And
though there's
immediately you assimilate me to being objective.
I don't like violence.
Do you see how you could get it confused and think it might have something to do with the fact you're trans when it's really just because you're a fucking asshole?
But actually, I'm not. I'm the furthest thing from it. I don't qualify. I don't support racism under any circumstances. But I do support punching an asshole in the mouth when he talks a bunch of fucking bullshit to your face and
Probably
says a bunch of
that's
things
what you
that
do.
don't line up, that
That's what
don't
you
make
do.
sense, and are a poison among the fucking society that we live in.
Yeah, and you sound like someone who would do that to
Hey,
women.
hey, Denison, do you see how it came back around to the point that I was making 2 hours ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see how it came back around?
Yes.
I told you, these people are just assholes. It's not because
Yes.
you're trans, it's because you're an asshole.
Yes.
I'm not every trans person, though. You're an idiot. That's fallacious.
You're just
because
no,
you're an
you're right.
asshole.
I know plenty of trans people that I get along with. You, however, are just a fucking asshole. Period. Has nothing to do with your
No.
orientation.
He's not
Has
an
to do with the
asshole.
psychological makeup of being an asshole.
He's not an asshole. He's a scientist.
You guys are completely definitely not degenerate.
He's a
A
scientist.
degenerate, bitch. Shut the fuck
You
up.
act so degenerate.
Oh my
All right.
god.
Are
wait,
actually,
who
by
was
all
that?
Everybody
definitions,
but Stanley here
are
acts
a
like a degenerate.
Do you work? Let me
That's
ask you a
convenient.
question. Do you work a job? Do you work a job? Yes, no.
Yes.
by
What do you do?
all definitions, you are
Just
actually
a
a
general
degenerate.
area of work that you do, not where do you work. What do you do?
Doxy me earlier. Go fuck yourself.
Listen, if I want your docs, I could just ping you right now and get your fucking docs. Don't fucking threaten. Don't test me.
Fuck
Don't
yourself.
test me.
You act like
Don't
a
test
fucking
me.
Nazi on the internet does.
Like a Nazi. Oh, shut the fuck up, you
I
stupid
can't
fucking
say
bitch.
that.
If you have any idea how much
Go back
danger
to
you
Kiwi
put
Farm.
yourself in
Go
by
back to
calling me
Kiwi
that,
Farm.
you are
Go back
fucking
to
sadly
Kiwi
just
Farm.
removed from reality.
Whoa,
Kiwi
hold on, folks.
Farm.
Let's turn down the temperature here.
Love how she would call me a
No
Nazi when my
violence. All we
boyfriend's
want is
fucking
love.
Sicilian.
He strikes me
Guys,
as
no
reasonable.
Stanley,
violence.
could you read the comment on the
Oh.
screen, please?
The
I'm
act-
sorry.
Can you read the comment that's on the screen?
Oh, my
please?
name is Michael Jackson. My pronouns are he.
Fucking Sam is awesome.
I want to play.
Oh,
I want
you know what?
Black people and trans people are the same.
Blanket, let's play. Blanket, let's play.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, American. Yeah, exactly. Apparently,
I
trans
like
people are
that
now
based
blacks.
oracle. I like that based oracle comment. That was pretty funny.
Blanket,
Jesus
let's play.
Christ. What you're doing is actual fascism, Melanie.
Definitely.
You're
Word.
an actual fascist.
Word.
Making decisions for other
You're a
people
fascist.
and making them conform to your own ideology, you are by definition a Nazi fascist.
Decisions for? Who have I made a decision for? Name one.
Straight men, you said that you would make the decision for straight men whether they should know the truth before
That's
or having
that's
sex.
For
hypothetical,
myself,
though.
how much I need to
Actually
protect
making
myself,
decisions.
especially how much they act like
I
you.
can't hear you. Please repeat your comment.
The decision for myself, how much I need to protect myself, especially the more
But
they
don't take me into an account when I'm a willing participant. Don't take my viewpoints into account. Don't take my ideology into account. Just make the decision and take that right away from me and
Even when I do it,
disenfranchise me. You
my
sick
reality. Even when I do
No,
it,
you snowflake.
All
You're just supposed to get
trying
raped.
rape people.
you're the
All you're
one
doing
who
is trying to rape
for
people.
me. You're the
All
one
you're
who
doing-
This
decided
is
for me that I should go back into the
statutory
closet.
rape, Jamie. Come on.
Samuel makes a good point here.
It's just a little statutory rape, okay? Don't be a snowflake.
Stanley, I made all these points 3 hours ago, Stanley.
Well,
I pointed all this out 3
I'm
hours
late to the
ago.
fun. My bad.
Stanley,
Pointed it all out.
it comes with age. You just sometimes scroll a bit slower. Sorry,
Oh,
Stan.
now you're fucking being disenfranchising towards
I meant
someone
that-
who's
I
of
meant that
elder
more as a joke.
status.
I think Stan.
Wow.
might
Yeah,
have-
I mean, this is a joke too, dude.
okay, good. Which just wasn't that funny.
Calling
freak
you
out.
fucking degenerate is also a joke, but you're a
No,
degenerate.
I was serious about that. You guys really do act like
Oh
degenerates.
no, I'm making a joke.
Not Portia.
but
Portia
I
doesn't
You have no
couldn't
idea how
hear
I
a
act.
degenerate.
She was here, but she's also not talking much.
I couldn't hear
Degenerates
Well, I
over
think-
talk people and
Sorry.
interrupt people when they're making a factually based statement and giving opinion, and disassociation of opinion between factually based statements. They're
That's a
two
degenerate
different
opinion.
things.
That's a degenerate opinion. That's not very.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
You sound like a
Let me know. Let me know in 5 years when you get to the. How long have you been transitioning? Let me ask you that question. How long?
I'm not telling you anything about myself.
Wow, you have
So you can't give any fucking personal information, yet you expect me to
say
fucking
that you're
give you
going to contact my exes, and then, or that someone should contact my exes,
You're
and then
still concerned about that. That leads me to believe that you actually have raped people.
Oh yeah, they kind of just admitted to that, didn't you?
people don't get doxxed on the
You
internet.
did.
Someone who's just pretending.
Holy shit!
questions.
You totally just admitted to doing it.
You
Right.
like that? You
Sure
like
did.
how I
That
just-
was awesome.
Sure
That was
did.
awesome.
Admitted to hitting a
That
trans-
was pretty good, Jamie. That was pretty good.
Admitted to beating a trans woman through your
Sure
trans.
did.
You guys have admitted to being a trans woman through your trans.
That's
bodies.
story
So have
rape.
we,
And what
have we,
she's doing it, and what
have we
and what
exhausted
this mutilated
I just
what this mutilated monster is doing is
American
hiding
man,
behind trans.
have we exhausted this topic?
Yeah.
Is it evolving
Yes,
into
Americans.
yes,
Yes.
yes, we have.
Evil fucking
I agree.
bitch.
Yes.
this is becoming now,
Stop saying
now
yes like that,
so
bro.
we're transitioning into the ad hominem phase.
It don't sound right, dog.
Stanley, before it like spiraled
Yes,
down
yes,
into
yes.
this degeneracy, it already was.
Yeah, because I kind of want to move away from it, Latino, to be honest. I'm
No,
kind of
no,
ready
no,
to move
no,
away
no,
from
no.
it.
There, but
funny,
they were
bro.
coming from Melanie, actually. Oh, the other way around.
I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. I gotta mute. I'm fucking.
All right, well,
What did I miss?
Oh shit.
what's next?
I'm
Portia?
fucking
Are we-
dead.
Well,
What did he say?
I guess right now would be a good time to do some housekeeping. We are at 37 people in the building. It has been great. We've been going for 11 hours, 32 minutes. Y'all know we stream 24 hours. If y'all haven't hit the like, please do. If you want to support the channel, our cash apps are in the banner. This has been a very interesting discussion today. And I wasn't expecting, just from me reading one article, that it would go here. However, it did. It lasted for a long time, and I've been highly entertained. We have, like I said, it's 11:33, and we typically stop at the 11:55. So once we finish up over here, we're gonna end, and we're live doing street interviews. So y'all can continue to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about over here, or we could just head over to the street interviews. We actually have someone that's being interviewed right now. So yeah. Hit the like button for Dennison. Thank you, Dennison, for always sharing your channel and the show and all of the love. It's
Where'd the
great.
tranny go?
Oh,
You guys ran her off.
Thinking about that stuff anymore. So yeah, so we can talk about another topic, or we can just go ahead and shut it down now and head over to
She ran away, so I'm going
Up to the panel. Head over to John's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. He said Latino said she ran away.
I know, my bad. Correction.
Mhm.
He ran away. You see what they get me
Tucked
doing?
tail and ran.
Tuck
Thank
tail
you.
or tuck the
Thank
penis?
you, Dr. Peterson.
Oh God. Well, I think that
Why did you come up with overreactor? By the way, first time I read that, I thought it was hilarious. Is a handle.
Because I have
Oh,
ovaries
fuck,
and I
it's
act.
Well,
back.
yeah. You know
I'm
what?
also,
I could do
also-
a Jordan Peterson voice.
I'm also always overreacting, so overreactor. It just
What's-
fit.
That's the favorite name.
Basically, she's a
whatever
women's.
you want to call it of anybody's.
But I stole it, Stanley. It's not mine. I stole it from someone from Twitter. So credit to that person who was named.
You stole being Dutch and an overreactor?
No.
You're a
I stole
sick
the name Overreactor. I saw it
You're-
somewhere and I was like, okay, that's so fucking brilliant.
First
I had
it's the
same
Dutch.
reaction.
What the
Huh?
fuck, man? First
You
it's
shut up,
being
you
Dutch,
German.
now it's being what the fuck?
Shut up, you
You're
German.
just jealous because you're not German like me.
Heißnis
No.
nuts.
No, thank you. I'm happy that I'm not German.
Volkswagen.
Melanie, stop graping people.
I am not raping people. You need to stop saying that. You guys are just and you guys don't understand anything. Science. It's all about the science.
Science. Trust the science.
Listen, if you don't
Just the
understand that I can splay my
Dennis,
penis
you know what?
open into
Fuck
a
you,
fully functional vagina, and
Fuck
that
you,
is
Den-
perfectly
no,
science, then you
Dennis,
hate
no,
science.
No, Dennis, no. Fuck you, Dennis. You hear me? You hear me, Dennis?
No, because it's statutory rape if you don't tell him beforehand that you're actually, not fully a woman.
No, I am a woman. Okay.
Oh
You
my
understand?
god.
I am a woman.
Because science. It's all about the science. Science.
Oh my
I'll tell you guys something. I was like half asleep in the shower listening to this, and then I heard all the topics that were being mentioned, and I just got home from work, and I was like, I literally washed fast as fuck to get up here, like as soon as I possibly could, to stop the psychobabble bullshit propaganda that was being fucking issued. Like,
No,
what the
no,
fuck?
it's science.
Oh, man.
I can't no more. Oh God.
The fuck?
I'm
Thank you
dying
guys for
inside.
giving me the laugh. Seriously, this was good. This was really good.
Can we change the topic real quick?
Look what Portia started.
Because that went on for hours. That
Go ahead, American man. I'm eager to know where your agile mind is gonna skip to my loo next.
Well, I mean, Stanley, we were on that hours before you. So I mean, it's been going on for a while, and I just want to say shout out to Portia for standing behind me on the whole stop trying to equate trans and black in the same box. Get that out.
That's not a thing.
That. Dude, stop that. Like
That's really insulting.
Oh, by the way,
Actually, Fox's position on that was that trans and black are not the same thing because trans people are far more marginalized than blacks.
What?
yeah, that's
Well,
That's
I would
bullshit.
actually agree with that.
No, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit, Sam.
I mean, I'm black, and if I'm marginalized, I haven't
Well,
noticed.
I'm unaware of it, right?
well, I actually
I'm aware of it, but I think marginalized is probably not the right word.
You're aware of the reality of the
Right.
situation.
Right.
Like, you know that it exists, but at a very, very small fucking just.
Well,
It's
I mean,
something
I
that you
know
wouldn't
it's
even pay attention to.
in history. I know it exists now. I don't see, other than crime. I don't see a whole lot of, black people did this, as a negative in the news. Outside of
No,
crime.
I agree with that.
I see a lot about, there are no debates about should black people go to college or should black people marry white people. There are no marriage issues, at least not since Loving Virginia in 1967.
Yeah.
Who get a white woman marrying a black man, or vice versa, is not news these days.
No.
well, okay. So as I change the subject
Who
here,
kicked me off the panel?
It's
Yeah,
because you're a minority, okay? You're being yeah.
It's because you're not a human. That's why.
Mhm.
So I think
Well, he's
I think
a
we
minority
need-
because he's young. He's the youngest.
Can we talk about Candace Owens being on Kamala's head over this?
Yo,
blackness
for
thing?
real. For like
Ever
the past
since-
3 weeks.
Ever since they came at Janet Jackson, Candace Owens
I
has
ain't black.
gone down the
She
the
revoked
lineage.
that black card. She took that
Wait,
black
hold
card
up.
and said, no.
Mhm.
I can't hear American Man. I'm not even aware of this American Man. So
Okay, so
No, negro.
some Indian radio host, because it's confirmed the woman was Indian, asked Janet Jackson about Kamala Harris. Kamala says, as far as I know, the chick is white and Indian, which she is.
There's
I
nothing.
remember. Oh, okay, that's old news.
No, but hold on. But Candace has actually been out there getting the receipts, and it's been
You
like,
know what? Candace Owens is an idiot. Her
Is she
receipts.
now?
Oh well. Why is
here's the
Candace?
thing, right?
Why do we even pay attention to Candace Owens?
Well,
Maybe
the same
I
reason.
mean, why we pay attention to Kamala when she says she's black?
well,
fact,
she's running for president.
Well,
I mean,
what's
wouldn't it
Candace
be
running for?
good to know that she
Well-
is not when she
well,
lied?
here's the thing, right,
Wouldn't that
Stanley?
I don't know.
Stanley, whether you believe Candace is an idiot or not, right? Let's call this the broken clock scenario. Are you good with that, Stanley? Can we call it the broken clock scenario?
Sure.
Right? And the broken clock has went out and gotten all the receipts and went through all the birth certificates and the lineage.
All
And
that.
Candace is still on her head top. And she's proven, which I mean, any smart person knew, Kamala Harris is as far from blackness. I mean, Kamala is as black as Bill Clinton to the black.
Well, I
community.
thought it was possible her dad was black. I just didn't know.
No, he's not.
No,
Well, he's a
these are
black.
Irish people.
Actually, he's a black.
I'm not
Jamaican.
surprised he's not, but I thought it was
He's
possible
a
he was
black.
black.
No.
He is a black Jamaican. At least.
No.
Not
See,
black.
Hold on.
You
At
see, here's
least,
the problem,
at
right?
least phenotypically, he is.
No. Here's the problem, right? Everyone thinks that because he was born in Jamaica, that automatically makes him black.
Okay.
Elon Musk was born in South
he's
Africa.
A descendant. He's
He's
a
not
descendant of slaves, right?
No, he's not. He's not.
He's not a
He
descendant
was
of
a
slaves.
No.
descendant of slave owners, actually.
He's a descendant of slave
Yes,
owners.
slave
He is
owners.
Indian and
Okay,
Irish.
well, 20% of American blacks are descendants of slave owners. I'm
But
sorry,
but
roughly
that
80%.
Stanley.
So
Stanley,
what's
I
your
know you
point
don't want
again?
to accept it.
So what's your point again?
Is that you wanting
Are,
Kamala Harris
are
to be
American
black?
blacks black?
You wanting Kamala Harris to be
Well,
black?
I don't want Kamala Harris to
that
do
you-
anything except be president. So don't get me involved.
Okay, so then you're not a part of that group. So we're talking about the
I think
ignorant
she's a
black.
black woman.
What happened?
I think Kamala is a black woman.
Oh, okay. So you're
You
a
know
part
what?
of that
I don't
group.
have a problem with Rachel Dolezal being a black woman.
you,
I mean,
Hey, you know what? If you want to be black, black, I'm okay with that.
The reality is she's not a black woman.
Well,
Like-
I think the reality is, who gives a fuck? That's my reality.
Now, if Bill Clinton came out and said I was black, or if George Bush said that,
Well, they
Stanley
said
would have
Bill
you
If you
saying,
don't care, why you feel so I don't know, like offended by it or
because he cares. Because he drunk the Kool-Aid. Because he wants to be led by a woman.
yeah,
Why
the
don't
first
you
black
be
this and the
led by a
first black
man?
that.
You know what? I don't think Candace Owens is black.
Oh, híjole.
She's black.
That
No,
is
she's not. She's no blacker than Kamala.
The problem that I have with the situation is disenfranchising people and trying to pull a black face nonchalantly like fucking Kamala Harris did. It's totally bullshit. It should be fucking totally like drawn up in every conversation when it comes to her and her appeal to the black voter.
She's black enough for me.
there you
No,
go.
fuck that. That's
Okay,
fucked
no.
up.
He said, there you go.
Let's
She's
respect
not black
that.
enough for Candace.
Black
That's
enough-
I put a video.
You
in the
want to
back
unpack
chat,
that,
Stanley.
American man?
Here's the
I
thing.
put a video in the back chat, Stanley, if you
Let's
don't mind.
respect that. That means that Stanley believes in transracialism.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know
Now-
what? Not only
If
do I
Stanley
believe
wants
in
to
it,
believe in
not only do I
transracialism,
believe in it, I'm pro-transracialism.
God
Okay.
damn, shit. I'm blacker than a motherfucker right now, then, Stanley.
You know
That
what?
means-
You blacker than the Snickers.
Soul, brother.
your soul, brother. That means
Hey,
that Stanley believes
You
in
blacker than
know what?
you blacker than
I
you blacker than
have an
11:59 p.m.
appreciation of the absurd.
I want to be
And
black.
you know what?
black.
Transracial.
Can I be
Blacker
blackety
than-
black,
you blacker
Stanley?
than-
You can
You
be
blacker
black
than the bottom of the
blackety black.
bed, bro.
I have a thorough appreciation, theater of the absurd, like just general absurd stuff. I go for it. Transracialism works.
Okay, and if you and And if you believe in transracialism, then
Why
okay with
I'm
that.
pro. I'm pro.
But even okay, but even behind the absurdity of transracialism, Kamala Harris is an Indian and Irish woman. That's the reality of it.
I think it's your reality. I think it's Candace Owens' reality. It's not my reality.
Kamala's so
the
black that she's
reality.
the difference between day and night.
Now you're trying to
And now,
reality.
denying her poor
You're
elderly father his Jamaican-ness, his black Jamaican.
Boy,
I think that's just horrible.
right near the beach.
well, right near the beach, boy.
Right down by the beach.
Right
Now-
near the beach. That's right. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, Stanley. Her father was born in Jamaica. If that's the case,
Yes,
right?
Stanley, that's it.
Stanley,
So
then
what?
Stanley,
Okay,
Puerto
he was
Rico,
born
not
in
Puerto
Jamaica.
Rican.
Stanley, you believe that Elon Musk is black, correct? You
No,
must.
Nah, he's the richest African, bro.
I think he's African American. If you want to play around with
Elon
words
is
and
African American. I'll go.
Elon
He
is
is. He's the richest
He's a real
African American.
African-American. You're not an
I know.
African American,
Be
Stanley.
honest.
He's more African American than you are, Stanley. And that's the
He
crazy
is
part.
because Stanley's not African American.
Thank you. You're not from Africa.
Well,
Well,
I'm
but
of
then all-
African.
y'all-
I'm of
Y'all
African
so
descent.
dumb. I can't
I-
stand that shit. Oh, I'm
If I
African
say
American.
African descendant.
you haven't been to
Is that
Africa.
like what house or planet your moon is in?
descend?
Like I'm a
Like my
Scorpius
My
rising.
wife could say she's Dominican American because at the end of the day, she was actually from the Dominican Republic and now she's
Right.
becoming American. Like,
Yeah,
see how
well,
that makes
you know
sense?
what?
But you
I
can't say
understand what you're
African
saying.
American if you've never been
I
to Africa.
understand what you're saying, but if
Just because your name is
America
Chiquante
was as
doesn't
literal as
give
that,
you a
I
goddamn
wonder if we
difference.
would be a better place.
I don't know. If your name's Jabrante, that's pretty black.
That's pretty
Well,
close.
Well, hold on, Latino. Here's the thing, Latino. You're sliding down a slippery slope. Here's why: because you still claim Dominican, even though you were born in America, correct?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Y'all hold on
Because
to
of
your
my blood,
hat.
my blood,
So,
though, my
so
roots.
you're
My
Yo,
mom
so
and my
you're
dad.
so-
Y'all
okay.
What's up,
So
tough guy?
y'all
hold on.
motherfucking gay motherfuckers
This-
just lazy ass motherfuckers don't want to be men and they want attention so motherfucking
I'm
bad
American.
that they want attention so bad. Do y'all hear this motherfucker? He's trying to tell us about natural shit like men and women coming together and how his stupid ass is on the earth. How the fuck did you get here, you fucking idiot?
You're for real. But yeah, American man. So no, my first thing, I consider myself American beyond
You
anything.
should, no problem with that.
All day. And like I said, if I ever came to a decision, like my parents even got mad because I told them, I was like, if it ever came to the Dominican Republic having a war with the US, you guys are asked out with me. Because I'm going to DR and I don't know, dude. And I'm gonna massacre, bro.
Right, but that's the whole
American
thing, right?
first,
Well,
baby.
Let me address this point,
Hell yeah.
Shameless.
American
I'm
first.
curious about what Stanley's view would be if two parents disagreed. There was a case that was pretty notable not too long ago where the mother wanted that, but the father did not. You know what? I don't really have a comment. You know what? My son is mixed race, and my wife and I never talk
no,
about it.
no,
That
Stanley.
gay
What
motherfucker
he's
just
talking
wants some
No,
about,
she
attention.
means
That's
the
all the
trans
fuck. He just
thing.
wants
No,
some goddamn
Stanley.
attention.
Stanley, they're talking about
Other
the
than that,
trans.
they're fucking. They
Oh,
nobody
oh.
can see them.
Oh,
I
really?
know that case.
In Texas.
I
Yeah,
don't
Shameless is asking about if like
come in my
one
state,
parent,
and I don't know the case.
if one
And there's
parent's
another case in
pro
Canada,
trans
too,
and the other
where a
parent's
father went to
against
prison
it.
because he was against it, and the school and the mom basically took him to court, and he went to prison, and now he's paying fines
He
for
went to
that and
prison
child
for his
support, and
beliefs?
also paying for the surgery. Which
Well,
Did he
is
go to
ridiculous.
prison for his
Need
beliefs?
to go to jail.
Well,
That's what they need to go to
hold
jail.
on,
Which
hold
is
on.
messed
There was
up,
a
but,
guy in Canada,
it's okay
right?
for
Mr.
parents to
Ross.
Yeah, I
stop
think
their
it ended up
dick
being contempt of court because he refused to stop trying to call his, I can't remember his son or daughter by their
Right.
correct
Also
actual
called-
gender.
Right,
Well-
and he also called attention to the case, and they locked him up because they didn't want him to call attention to it.
Yep. American.
Yeah. The
American-
gag orders. That's another violation. Yeah.
Actually, Stanley, I have a question. Right? Let's say your kid wanted to be a fish or a dolphin. Right?
Say that again.
No. Can I just ask my question, please?
No. Say it again. Repeat it.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't hear.
Let's say your kid wanted to be a dolphin or a fish or something, right? You know,
Right.
something that lives under the ocean, some aquatic, right? And you trying to explain to this kid that he can't, but you're like, you know what? Whatever, because you want to be a parent, you want to make your kid happy. You decide to chop his arms, make his legs fins and shit. Like, would you do that at the age of 8 or 9
You
or 10?
do know. I mean, you wouldn't chop them off. You would do plastic surgery to turn them into fins, like pectoral fins.
Whatever the case is, would you allow that?
Well, no, that doesn't make sense.
Would you pay?
How
is any of the other shit that you just said making sense?
Species. Transsexual is not the same thing as trans species.
Oh, Lord,
But how does it make any more sense, though?
Thank you, Dennison.
I think as long as you stay within the species.
Then
what species?
So I can cut my arm off?
Hold on one second. I think the question was absurd.
It's only man and woman, dude.
Eggs, it can only have an absurd answer.
There's some people who get pleasure from cutting their limbs off.
Like, what is this? Optimus Prime?
I'm pro pleasure.
So before these people,
they're not hurting anybody else, I'm okay with it.
They're allowed to hurt themselves.
Why not?
As adults or as children?
How do you stop someone from hurting themselves? Actually,
Well, I mean, we wouldn't let them go to a doctor and get it surgically removed.
Or we wouldn't call police officers.
I have no.
Want to jump off.
I can't stop them from carving it off in their basement, but we're not going to endorse it. We're not going to pay for it with insurance. We're not going to tell teachers to encourage kids to do it. We're not going to lie to parents about it. We're not going to hide it from the parents. You know what I'm saying? There's like two different things going on here.
You're adding qualifications after the question. Okay, I'm assuming we're talking an adult. Am I correct in that assumption?
As an adult, if my kid is 18 and he wants to make that choice, fine, we could talk about it, and maybe I could help with payments if I really feel some type of way, right? But
I would say even adults shouldn't be allowed to mutilate themselves.
I'm just saying, at least an adult, you have a better.
I mean,
we don't let people just go chopping their arms off.
People to commit suicide or assisted suicide, or it gets much too invasive.
No, I don't think that saying we won't let someone cut off their own penis or cut off their arm is the same as saying we won't let someone seek a medical relief if they're suffering from a terminal illness or some kind of mental illness. I don't think. I think that we can make one case by case decisions. And we don't have to apply one rule to every single situation.
Well, I understand, and you have a valid position. I'm just like I just don't have time to police adults, especially if they're not hurting anybody else.
Well,
and I'm not a huge
but like I said, not policing. It's the difference between endorsing, encouraging, funding, hiding.
Imagine me
hold on.
off of this.
How about use the word allowing?
No, man, I could never. Imagine this little kid getting her arms cut.
Okay, wait, hold it. We're not talking kids. I literally just said I assume we're talking adults.
Yeah, I would extend it into adulthood as well, just to prove the point of how harmful it is. The whole ideology is harmful. It's anti-human.
Well, at that point, if you're old enough and you live in
and just a personal choice isn't reason enough, because again, some people personally choose to slice their noses off. We wouldn't encourage or endorse that.
All for noseless people if they want to take it that far.
Yeah, there's a guy that walks around with his face tatted looking like a skull, and he got no nose.
Hey, you know what? actions have consequences.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. Hey.
So I'm assuming in like 1 minute, or actually now, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and everybody head over. Portia put John's show. If you Portia didn't drop the link, but the new show is up. I'll drop the YouTube link. I don't know what the
hey, real quick, everybody, as being identified by Melanie, I had to go shave my head down to its full glory. But thank you for having me on your panel. It's been really enjoyable.
Hey, Jamie, you should come back more often. You're a good debater.
I've been on with John Galt a couple times. I'll definitely be visiting your channel for sure.
Man, thank God that little bitch ass motherfucker left, man. I was tired of hearing his goddamn voice. Bitch ass motherfucker. I'm tired of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that dude was a real asshole.
There's sorry excuse of being a man, and that's the
okay. I'm dropping this. I'm dropping
as fucking females.
I'm ending this now. I'll see y'all over there.
All right, I'll see you over there. Thanks, bro.
Take it easy, folks. Enjoyed it.
Later, everybody. See you on the next one.
Motherfuckers.
Can't argue with the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. Drake knows the business. It's all about the singles. Damn, what happened?
Now you got me like in my Ja Rule kind of mode, John Go. Like just talk about like rap music. One of my favorite songs of Ja Rule was Put It On Me. I die if you ain't with me. So baby girl, put it on me. What would I do without you? I only think about you. I was tired and lonely. So baby girl, put it on me, on me.
10 more seconds and Ja Rule will get a screen for this. Keep going.
Who would I be without my baby? Without on my break, man. I don't wanna go crazy. So every thug needs a lady, lady.
I think Ja Rule just got paid for that one.